Hello Reef Aquarium friends, and welcome once again to my channel. Today I'm taking you to a journey into the magical world of corals. If you ever wondered what corals really are, how they grow, and what water conditions they need to thrive, you'll find the right video. In today's presentation we'll dive deep into the three main types of corals: soft corals, LPS and SPS, and we'll look at their unique needs, as well as the advantages and challenges each category brings. Let's begin our journey into the world of corals. Corals are not just marine plants, but they are organisms that belong to a family of carnivores, cnidaria, related to jellyfishes and sea anemones. They consist of microscopic polyps that live in colonies, and depending on the species, they either build a hard calcium skeleton like the LPS and SPS, or remain soft and flexible like soft corals. Most of the energy they need comes from a symbiotic relationship with Zoanthids, tiny symbiotic algae that lives in their tissues. Through photosynthesis, those algae produce food that nourishes the coral, while the coral provide protection and nutrients for the Zoanthids. In addition, some species, especially LPS and SPS, benefit from supplementary feeding with plankton, Reefers, and special foods like amino acids, which enhance their color and growth. For successful coral growth in a reef aquarium, it is vital to maintain stable water parameters. Below, we'll go over the general water conditions for a reef aquarium. Of course, the requirements may vary slightly for each coral category. Soft corals are ideal for beginners, as they don't have a hard calcium skeleton and are resilient to parameter fluctuations. The most common includes mushrooms, zoanthids, toadstool, and star polyp corals. Soft corals thrive in moderate lighting and simple and moderate water flow. For those organisms, the recommended parameters are listed below. Those corals can be mainly nourished by light, but benefit from occasional additions of phytoplankton or amino acids for extra growth. They are ideal for reef aquariums that are in the startup phase. LPS corals, hammer, Frogspawn, torch, and acorn, have a hard calcium skeleton and a large fleshy polyp that provide flow and movement in the aquarium. They are distinctive features that enhance the beauty of the aquarium. For those organisms, the ideal conditions include the following. LPS corals require stability and appropriate target feeding, where you can feed them mysis or reefers. With proper care, they provide stunning colors and exhibit dynamic movement and brings the reef to life. SPS corals, examples like Acropora, Montypora, and bird nests, are the most demanding and sensitive but reward aquarists with unique appearance and impressive formations. They required very strong LED light, strong and turbulent water flow, and absolute stability in the following parameters. Because they are extremely sensitive to any sudden change, they require daily monitoring and detailed adjustments, and their care is more demanding. The result is a beautiful, colorful, and totally unique reef aquarium. Each type of coral has its own characteristics, needs, and level of difficulty. If you're just starting out, soft corals are perfect to get you into the world of reef aquariums, while as your experience grows, you can try LPS and later the demanding SPS. Each choice offers its own beauty and contributes to create a vibrant, colorful, and balanced ecosystem. I hope this guide helped you understand the difference between soft LPS and SPS corals and give you idea on how to create and improve your reef aquarium. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notification for future videos.